boards, committees, and departments. Y'all have any questions on those? Okay, those will be on the agenda for you all to approve, next Tuesday night. Item number 1, under administration, annual beer renewals for 2026. There will be actually 27 of those on the agenda for you all to approve. We've done already went through them, everything is good on them as far as that goes. The list will be on your agenda as well, so you all can approve them as one renewal.
Okay.
Item number 2 on the agenda, lighting of the Christmas tree. It will follow the Tuesday, December the 2nd meeting at 6:30. Any questions on that? Item number 3, it is an announcement of the Christmas parade, Saturday, December the 6th at 6 p.m.
You know, I'd like to make a comment about that if I could.
Go right ahead.
You know, it's been brought to my attention a couple of times last year and again this year. And, you know, why Clifford Jennings, who spent 20-some years here, 24 as mayor and more and on the council, had never been parade chairman. Marshal.
Grand Marshal.
Grand Marshal, so I told him that I would bring that up. And that's, you know, it's been a long time coming, and we've had good Grand Marshals in the past and got one this year.
Who is the Grand Marshal this
Rissa?
year?
Rissa, yeah, and, but I just want to bring that up, and I think we owe it to him, as many years as he served here, to at least be Grand Marshal one time before he.
Yeah.
I don't disagree.
So I'd just like to throw
Who
that out.
chooses the Grand Marshal?
Well, that's something that we need to talk about too. And I mean, and the thing about it is, I mean, Kelly Jo Wright, you know, the council appointed her over the Christmas parade after Shirley Rogers left the Christmas parade. Miss Wright was appointed over the Christmas parade, and she's done a good job over the years.
Yeah.
But I'll just tell you, and I've had some issues with our police, fire, and street. You know, always the administrator, the police chief, the fire chief, and the public works director sit on that parade committee. They've not sit on that parade committee in many, many years. That is a LaFollette Christmas parade. It's not a Campbell County Christmas parade. It always started out as a LaFollette Christmas parade.
Emergency services should be involved in anything like that.
Absolutely.
Well, Chief Forsyth and I had this conversation last week, and they know nothing about this parade as of safety issues or anything of that nature. But I think the council, and I will talk to Ms. Wright. She and I get along very well, and we need to have a conversation. I think this committee is made up of maybe 3 or 4 people now, and that's it. There used to be members on that committee of the general public that was put on there. And if you are the ones that's supposed to be appointing to this committee, she needs to come in and say, hey, we need some committee members on there to make this thing happen.
That's something we'll have to start next year.
Oh, I agree. I agree 100%. And I will get with her and Mr. Kitts, I will address that issue as well.
But for this parade this year, I think she needs to contact the fire chief, the police chief,
And the
the
public
board
works
director.
director.
I mean, that's right
And
upon
involve
us.
them from right now till parade day.
And those are-
I agree with you 100%. And I mean, I don't know if they've even had a meeting this year or if it's a grab all and go, but
Well, it's always been pulled off very well.
it has. She does a phenomenal job with the parade. But I think that we need to re-involve the people that make this thing happen, especially for safety issues.
We'll just make that mandatory.
But I mean, like I said, the council has always been the one that has been over that thing, and I think that's something that we need to look at for next year, and we'll get with Ms. Wright. She's always, and I'm sure she will work with us on making that happen.
Well, I didn't bring it up in no way to mean that people that's in there right now was not doing a good
Oh,
job.
I agree with that, I agree with that.
But, you know, I'd say every mayor in past years has been grand marshal at some time.
Was that you, would be, Scotty?
No. I'm happy with
You
it.
gotta quit first. Or retire.
I'll have to honestly tell you guys that I feel like that anybody that's been in public service as many years as Mr. Jennings has, I feel like that no matter what's happened in the past, political, whatever, I feel like that everybody should have that opportunity to be the Grand Marshal, for the fact is that he spent a lot of his lifetime in the public service, and I can concur with Mr. Wayne Kitts on that, and I personally myself would never have an issue with that, because he served, and really he served well, and I think that he deserves an opportunity in the future to be the Grand Marshal at least one time. So I think that's a fantastic idea, Wayne. I do.
Well, it wasn't my idea. That was just mentioned to me by,
Well, whoever mentioned it, I think they were right on scale with it, because I feel like that he ought to at least have one time opportunity to do that.
but I feel the same way you do.
Yeah.
He needs that opportunity.
So I would definitely support that.
Who coordinates with the highway patrol, the county ambulance service, and any other emergency services when we block the highway?
If it's inside the city, we're supposed to.
Have we been doing that in the past?
Chief?
He hasn't done one yet.
He's worked a many of them.
If I'm aware of it, yes, I do, or typically what happens with the police department, the captain is over all of the traffic and setting up all the cones and handling all that, because the chief is in the parade. So the captain always does that. He coordinates that with the 911 centers. They talk throughout the whole thing.
Even if you're not involved in the planning of the parade,
I'm sorry?
they still involve you guys, even though you're not involved with the parade planning.
Well, what we do is we know the route of the parade, so we, go
Same
ahead.
every year, right?
Yeah, it's the same every year. We know how many officers we gotta have. Fire department helps us out on where we're short with the officers, because there's a lot of intersections. And then we just call the 911 centers and tell everybody, hey, this is the times, this is what we got going on, make sure we use our other routes, and of course, we have officers on those other routes to help direct traffic through there.
Chief Pack, you agree, there's no surprises, you know what to do?
Yes.
Nice short answer.
I will say this, last parade at Veterans Day, you guys handled it real good. You had Beach Street open both ways. You had officers out there working the intersections on each end and in the middle, and it was real smooth.
Thank you.
I think the police department and the fire department and the street department do a fantastic job with the parade. And my hat goes off to all of you guys for putting yourself out there, Chief. All of you. Pat, Mr. Boshears. And whatever the recreation department does. He's looking at me.
Thank you, Mayor.
Onward and forward, so.
Okay.
He's just looking, that little bald head shining over here.
It's not there yet.
Item number 4.
It's getting close.
Item number 4 on the agenda, employee Christmas dinner. It will be December the 9th at 6:30 at the Ball Farm. Mark singing.
Not.
Okay. Item number 5 on the agenda, beer permit application for Norris Lake Wine and Spirits located at 2221 Jacksboro Pike. You have that application in your packet. Everything has checked out on that application, and it will be on the agenda for you all to act on. Do y'all have any questions on that?
I visited last week and they have done an excellent job, but I haven't had the chance to visit Lions Liquor Locker.
Well, that was the next one I was gonna talk about. It is not on the agenda. They actually got their application in the day that the agenda went out.
They received their liquor license
Yes.
application.
Yes. They're also gonna be on the agenda requesting a beer license as well. And everything does check out on them as you all know. So those two, beer license will be on the agenda. I actually handed out before the meeting the application for the Lions Liquor Locker. If y'all don't have any questions on those two, they will be on the agenda.
And all the investigatory work that needs to be done has been done.
Yes,
Just a matter of a vote.
yes.
Okay.
Item number 6 on the agenda, acceptance of bid for heart monitor from Zoll Medical. As you all know, we took bids on those. Chief Pack,
We got, one bid, Zoll, it was for $51,000 some odd dollars. That money is, we got that on a grant from the Medical Foundation Board.
100%?
100% grant.
Is that a reasonable price?
Yes, that is. It's $51,000 and some change. So, we had one bid, the bid they submitted didn't meet our specs.
Let's explain to the taxpayers what a heart monitor does.
Heart monitor, when our medics show up on scene, they'll get this $51,000 piece of equipment off truck. It's a 12 lead, they'll hook you up, it does your heart rate, it does your blood pressure, O2 stats.
Same thing they'd hook you up to when they took you into the emergency room.
Same thing. It'll do a printout, that way when we give it to their medics and they take a strip of that with them to the hospital. Our equipment is compatible with ambulance services equipment. It's also compatible with the ER's equipment. So there's no having to change out everything. When we set this up on scene, you've got the same stuff on you had when you get to the hospital because our equipment interchanges with all that. That's the reason we go this direction.
But you do take it off and they put their equipment on.
Yeah, we just done snap it. It snaps right into theirs.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir.
if you don't have any questions on that, that will be on the agenda for y'all to accept. Item number 7 on the agenda, discussion on separation of fire department employee. In your packet, there is a letter from me and the chief, fire chief, explaining this termination. And we request that you all act on this. Spoke with the city attorney, he concurs with, well.
It'll take a while.
Well,
Spoke with Reed first when this first
and Reed
started.
brought me up to speed, so Reed and I have also talked, so.
If all policies and procedures outlined in the city policies and procedures have been followed, I understand.
They have. But that is in your packet for you all to review and act on at the Tuesday's meeting. Item number 8 on the agenda, discussion on approving traffic engineering and design. As you all know, we have talked with Adura, Brian Haas come up and talked on the traffic light situation that we have on the lower end, starting at Toe String, Lowe's, and there at El Pueblitos. I got back in contact with Brian and asked Brian if we update the traffic signal at Toe String Road, how would that affect Lowe's, and El Pueblito. As you all know, if they put one of these new systems in, it will start backing up traffic at Lowe's and at El Pueblito.
It's gotta talk to each other.
It does, and as you all know, and he all told you all, that the one at Lowe's wasn't transmitting anyway. And
In that meeting, we also discussed, the chief, police chief, that we're gonna have to coordinate with the school officers that are directing traffic, or it's gonna negate every time we spend.
That has no bearing on that 5 o'clock traffic that
No,
backs
it's
up.
just, it
It's-
starts at 3.
Well, and you really, what you're doing too, guys, is, you're defeating your purpose if you take and do, one of the red lights. It would be feasible, for this council and myself and the administrator and all of us to, take a task and do all 3 of them. Is that right, Mr. Administrator? Is that what you've been gathering?
my recommendation to you is that, and I know you probably concur with this, Mayor, is updating all 3 traffic signals. And they give us an estimated cost of, what was it, 340?
120,000 feet.
Yes, is go ahead and update those 3 traffic signals to fix that traffic problem. And, you know, I know it's expensive, but it is what it is. At the end of the day, we have to
Been
fix
going on
problems.
for way too
We don't
long.
really have a choice.
No, we don't.
Exactly.
We really don't. And also, we talked to Evan, and I'm sure you all saw the letter in your all's box.
Exactly.
And not jumping too far out before I get to Evan, but, you know, there was comment made that we can apply for a grant. That grant will pay up to $125 per lot.
One line,
One line,
and that's one line per year.
per year. That is correct.
125,000.
1,000.
Up to
Yeah, you said
125.
125.
Well, I'm sorry. But to fix the problem, my recommendation would be to you all, and I spoke to Terry, and as you all know, Brian said it would be a 6-month process just getting started on this thing, so that will take us into the new budget. My recommendation would be is to accept the contract from Madura, do the retro on those 3 traffic lights to fix that, then in the spring of the year, apply for that grant to do the traffic signal at Gamble Motor.
We're not changing the light itself with the wiring, it's just.
No, it's
It's the brain in the system. Now, are we going with a radar activated?
It will be radar activated.
And guys, really, right down to it, one of the things that, when I was out there, door knocking and talking to the people, everywhere, flea market, one of the biggest issues that I had told the people that we need to move forward with this. It's a no-win situation. It's going to help the traffic flow in the city of LaFollette as well as all of the end where we're putting this at. And I think that it's way overdue. If there's the complaints that come through my office, being the overseer of the city as the mayor, it would probably be the complaints of the traffic that the city of LaFollette and is experiencing. So I'll have to concur with Mr. Faust with this. I think it's time. It's way past due, and I think we need to move forward and make this happen for the taxpayers of the city of LaFollette and make this happen and move on.
Are we gonna budget this money out of this year's money or next year's? How fast do you wanna do this?
Well, you ain't gonna start before 6 months in.
It'll be out of next year.
It'll be next year.
Well, they said they were readily available.
Was that for the study and stuff?
That was doing the whole 9 yards, time they got everything.
300, how much?
It's like 340,000.
Yeah.
I can't remember when we were talking about on the data collection and the design upgrade and the timing. Was that for all 3 lights, that 42.5? Okay.
Mhm.
Did you go back and ask them about the pole?
I did. The poles will not change. They will just be updating the
inside,
computer
the-
stuff.
The
inside the
lights will stay
container.
the same, everything that makes it function will change up.
Well, now, they're magnetic now, so they'll have to put some type of a system.
Yes, there will be, it'll either be camera or radar or something there that picks up, once that traffic starts backing up, it'll open that traffic light and send you out.
So the citizens of LaFollette do most certainly deserve this. I'm definitely 110% to move this forward.
Will he get with the gentleman that was from, was it Progress?
Yes, we actually have a contract with them, and that's
It's a
who we do
maintenance
in the
contract.
light. Huh?
It's a maintenance contract.
Yes, what you were talking about that day.
See, that's like when that traffic light got tore down here, they had to come put that new traffic light in. They were the ones that actually put the traffic light in.
Thank you.
But that would be my recommendation to y'all.
Well, what we vote on now is for the whole thing or just from doing the initial study?
The whole thing, the 3 traffic
All the
lights
3.
in the study.
But we'll budget it next year's budget.
Yes.
So,
Well, it looks like all we were complaining on that, is we'll get something done.
Finally.
Are we gonna discuss First Street? At what point are we gonna take care of that problem?
Well, if you remember, their recommendation
We're gonna follow
was
their plan, correct?
to
We're gonna follow their plan.
yes, is to take it down and put a caution light, right-hand turn only. That'll
Oh, so
free
you
up a
can't
bunch
come
of
off First Street and make a left?
It'll be right-hand turn only.
So the light won't come down and just be caution all the time.
No, there'll be a caution, well, you.
A single caution
A
light.
single
A
caution. light.
right-hand turn off, that's a good idea.
And then you can go right on through, and then we'll see, that will set us in place to where that's the traffic light that we have to, that the city is requiring to be installed. And that will put it, when they install this new traffic light at Hunter's Branch, when they do all the work down at Hunter's Branch, widen that road and everything, they will be required to use that new radar system.
And the traffic plan that we have to
Yes.
sign.
Absolutely.
Did you talk to him about?
Yes.
Because he said we had to have something in our,
Yes, and that's the plan that he's gonna set forth, is
Okay.
the radar type plan.
You heard an update on Hunter Grant? Haven't heard
I'm
anything in
not-
4 years.
It has, mean case, I don't know if it was mean case or something, I talked to him back last year, and it is still in the plans to do that, and you know, all those studies that they do, it takes forever. I'm sure they've got a spotted lizard down there in the creek that,
Well, you got SHPO, you got NEPA, you got, and they've already done the survey, you got the property ownership, there's a lot of studies that have to be done.
but that, I'm sure that's the holdup for it. But it's definitely it's a definite go from what they told us.
Well, they showed me a design 4 years ago.
Oh, yeah, I saw it too, yeah. Any other questions on that?
No, sir.
That will be on the agenda for y'all to act on. Okay. Okay, item number 9, discussion on event permit for Toy Drive Atlas Landing, Elisa Lamb. Is she here? In your packet, there is an application for an event permit, and it is for a toy drive for Chet,
What is a toy drive?
taking up toys for Christmas.
Where are they gonna conduct this activity?
It says a children's center.
Yes. But somewhere out here on Beach Street though, isn't it?
That children's center's not in the city,
No.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, it is.
isn't it?
Yeah. It's the last building in the city, I think we're wrong state.
Oh, okay, you're right.
Parking lot of North
So what,
First Street.
describe how they're gonna do it, they're just gonna set up, let people drive through and hand them
And bring toys out to them, is what they're gonna do.
on Beach Street.
It's in a parking lot, it's on a park, in the parking.
Parking lot of North First Street and East Beach Street. We're aiming to get a food truck, have live entertainment, giveaways, etc. The goal is to put a fun holiday event on for community and spread holiday cheer while supporting the children of Campbell County.
I didn't see that, not there.
That's okay.
I think it's the last one.
It's the last thing.
Looks like that.
Oh, there it is in mine. Mark, it's
Very
got,
last
it's got an
page.
email over the top of it.
That's why I didn't have it.
It's from 4 to 7 on 12/12/25.
12/12/25,
Yep. December the 12th, 25,
4 to 7.
4 to 7.
Parking lot, North First Street and East Beach.
Where is that?
Yeah, define that. That sounds like Lansing.
That's what it sounds like to me too.
It's out my way.
That's not,
Uh,
yeah, it is too. It's up here across from the co-op.
Because First Street don't even join Beach Street.
First Street's over here.
Well, actually, I thought maybe First Street didn't continue through the downtown section, but started out somewhere in this back parking lot many years ago, I don't know.
Well, if it's over at Lanston's, it wouldn't be Beach Street,
First Street,
like you said, Stan.
Beach Street.
Beach Street's on one
And
side of the
we need to
lane.
define that area a little better.
A toy drive supporting Campbell County Children's Center, put on by the
That's a
Apple
city
Clinic,
parking lot.
powered by New American Funding, with sponsorships from local businesses. We're aiming to get food trucks to have live entertainment, giveaways, etc. The goal is to put,
I'm gonna say that's city parking lot.
That's what I think. Right
I'd say it has to be.
Well, you know the criteria for that.
I do, and I will get with her. But before the meeting, I will get with her to make,
There's your parking lot.
There used to be houses back here where this parking lot is.
it's North First,
I can't find North First.
LaFollette Fire Department. It's right over here.
See,
It's
we
across the
definitely-
street.
They've got their address wrong.
Yeah.
It's not east, it's north.
Okay.
It's just part of
What would we
my-
do without cell phones? And Google
And
Maps?
Google Maps.
We'll be calling the,
We'd say, police chief, where is that exactly? Or fire chief?
But I will get with her and get some more information before the meeting. That
What-
way.
Well, the live band, it sounds like they're gonna use the stage and stuff.
They've used the stage, yeah.
I mean, I'm all for a toy drive for kids for Christmas, but we've still got criteria we have to meet.
she said on here too, on the email that she was getting a copy of her liability insurance. You get that to us.
That's about all that we need, isn't it?
Okay. But I will get with her before the meeting.
Now, are they a 501c3 nonprofit? What kind of
The
organization?
children's center
For
is.
Chet.
Yeah.
It's Chet.
Chet.
Okay, they're working under there.
Okay. Item number 10, discussion on rare earth partnering with Campbell County on food drive match. Mayor?
Okay. Guys, what we're wanting to do here is, the county, mayor had spoke to me about this. They've raised over $30,000. I think Robbie O'Donnell was up at the Lake Department, had heard them tell us that if we invest, say, like, $3,000, there's money's gonna be coming into the Meals on Wheels as well as the, food bank, here in, LaFollette. And, you know, that's monies like, if you take a $3,000 investment, like what I'm asking for here, which is a no-brainer, since the fact is that we're gonna get maybe like $8,000 to, talk to Randy Brown today, $8,000 to at least $12,000-15,000 back in our return. So it's kind of a situation here where we're a big part of, this monies, and I think that we need to step up to the plate here and do our part, and I'd like to see at least 3,000, you know, to this here to help the county, but especially to the city of LaFollette. If I could do it myself, I would do it, but I'm not in that position to do that, but I think the city of LaFollette should at least step up to the plate, and I'm asking this council, as well as administrator, and as well as Terry with the finance department to to take that $3,000 and put it toward that, and I can assure you, we'll most certainly get our money back in return. So that's, I'm asking you all to vote on that and pass this, and I think it's a very, very well cause to do this.
Who is the beneficiary?
Beneficial would be,
I thought originally it was the people, government employees that had been laid off because the government shut down. Is that not what the statement was from them?
So we don't have any paperwork on this, do we?
no, we do not, but I do know
didn't realize
that.
we had any federal, that means federal employees here.
But I mean, they've got proof that they're a 501(c) that's doing it as well, so, I see it a winning thing.
Did you ever have Jack to give you who the nonprofit was they were giving this money to?
I can provide that information to you.
If we're going to pay out taxpayer money, we gotta know what it's for, where it's going.
You gotta know who it's going to.
Absolutely.
Well, we're putting it in partnership with the rare earth monies to the county as well.
I just wanna know where it's going. That's the only question I got. Where would the
But I can
money
get
come
that
from?
I can get that
Where would the money
information.
come from?
That's what I'm
We've got
asking.
discretionary money. I don't think we've
You ain't
used
got
any of
that
that
much.
one. We don't have that much.
Well, I'd like for you to help me with this, and it's a good cause, and I can show proof of, if you guys will like money, not where it's
Once you
going.
share that with Stan, and we will have to vote on this in this next meeting, what's gonna
Exactly.
happen. Once you share with Stan the information you gather and let him guide us.
We can do
Yeah,
that.
because you need to find out if they are a nonprofit,
Yeah, they
who
are.
is gonna be in charge of this money, and who's getting this money.
What was the beneficiary? You said Meals on Wheels, and that's a great thing.
Yeah, well, it's Meals on
I
Wheels
don't know who
and,
operates Meals on
Because
Wheels.
we've given money to Meals on Wheels.
Yeah, we've already
It's-
given.
Do they need $30,000 from December?
I thought the county just gave them $100,000.
well,
Meals on Wheels.
I don't know all the details, but gather that.
well, it's like you're investing $3,000 to get a return of $8,000 to
Where's
$10,000.
the return coming from?
Pardon?
How do we get a return out of our investment?
Well, they're already committing to $8,000 to $12,000. If we put our part in, our responsibility to step up to the plate, put $3,000 in it, then it's a win-win for the city of LaFollette.
So they matching dollar for dollar?
I'm not gonna say that. I know that they are, Randy Brown, the deputy mayor, done told me today that
Gather that information.
we can do that. And I'll give it to you, we'll have it Monday for you guys.
He can decipher it and then advise us.
Okay.
That'd be good.
How much is the county putting in?
Almost match a little bit, it's over several $1,000s, like over 30,000 now.
Well,
They-
15 came
they-
from-
Rare Earth, they gave $10,000, so we're already over $30,000 now.
A lot of money.
That's why I say the biggest part of that money is going to come to the city of LaFollette.
Oh, you're just saying the citizens of LaFollette. I understand that.
Yes,
Well, the citizens, the city is sitting right here.
well, I'm talking about the
The
citizens
return,
will
you don't feed
benefit
the
from
citizens,
that.
you're feeding the citizens. I understand.
Yep. When I say the city, that means I'm talking about the citizens as well.
Okay. Item number 11, discussion on remodels and demolition requiring dumpsters and porta johns.
That's a no-brainer. Should have been done 30 years ago.
Absolutely. That's one of those, Ms. Crutchfield, that we were talking about earlier before the meeting started, like on amending a policy.
Right.
That's something that I think that we've had issues with time and time again. If they're doing a remodel, because you know, if they take it to the county sanitation department, the city is billed for any type of remodel, any type of construction debris, the city's billed for it. And what we're wanting to see is a dumpster and a porta john put on site to where this stuff is not thrown out in the yard, not thrown out into the road.
I don't know why the city be paying for remodeling material or
We
even new
don't,
construction material.
we don't, but we used to go through and pick it up. And I mean, when you've got a pile of stuff that's
Now,
laying
this is
there.
on the contractor and the owner is where it needs to be.
Correct, I agree with
And
that.
I built cellular towers at the top of mountains that nobody could see for 20 miles, and they made us add dumpsters and porta johns.
Absolutely. And I know this won't be, I know it won't be on the agenda for you all to act on this meeting. Me and Ms. Crutchfield will work and get this to where we can get this ordinance amended, and you know you'll have to do the first and final reading on it, and hopefully by next month, or by January, you'll have the first reading on it. Is that fair?
Yeah.
It's not critical, it just needs to be done.
It needs to be done. Well, it's like some of the other things that we just talked about.
Right.
It's just something that I just wanted to, that me and Mr. Hoskins had the conversation about. We'd actually had it a couple months ago, didn't we? And it's something that really needs to be acted on.
It'll clean the city, yes.
It will. I agree.
Yeah, we just need to we need to educate our citizens that that's not household garbage.
No.
And that's what we're supposed to pick up.
Can we add to that the site should be cleaned every day
Yeah.
prior to leaving? Maybe even tarping the dumpsters. Just suggestions.
Any other questions on that? So we'll have something ready for you by this
We can mock somebody else's, we don't have to make it up.
January. We can.
Well, and I've been looking at some different policies from different
I know Oak
places.
Ridge and Knoxville got some very strict policies.
I've been looking at several from similar size cities.
It's just a wise thing to do. You can ride around, and they're doing a great job redoing houses in this city.
Oh, they are.
Outstanding job. They are. And most have a dumpster. So no, you get a big windstorm and you got insulation laying around, paper laying around, it's all over the place.
We had that
That's the
exact
purpose of the
thing
tar.
that happened right up here on Cherry Street when they was doing those. They like to kill poor Casey up there with stuff all over.
If you're gonna put it in a dumpster, keep it in the
Yeah,
dumpster.
that's correct.
Any other questions on that?
No, sir.
Okay, item number 12 on the agenda, Mr. Troy Link, 811 Cherry Street. Mr. Link?
Hey guys, how are you all? Good, I'm so glad to hear it. You got some papers I need to pass out, please? That's all right. Save my speech. This is a proposal packet I made for all of you.
Is this different than what we had in our mailboxes?
It's just
Same
the
as
same,
this, right?
it is the same. Also, just my speech.
Did you get one?
I did not, well, there may be one in my mailbox, but I didn't
Take
check.
this one, I can share it with Scott.
The same
Okay.
one I read.
Thank you.
My pleasure. Mr. Sanchez. And I have one more for Parks and Rec. You could actually put it in some place. Parks and Rec, please.
Yeah.
Where? I'd like to first start my speech by telling you all thank you for allowing me to be here today to have this speech with you guys. My name is Troy Link, and I want to thank you for giving me the opportunity to speak tonight. I'm not here as a developer, a contractor, or a politician. I'm here as a resident who loves this town and wants to see it grow in a way that gives our families and our kids more opportunities and more positive space to just be kids. 15 days ago, I started a petition asking that this city consider adding a public outdoor multi-use skating pad to the sports complex in a future phase. As of today, that petition has reached 742 signatures. That represents a powerful voice from the community. People who care enough to say, we want something new, we want something inclusive, we want something different. What I'm proposing is not an ice rink. It's an outdoor, low-maintenance, multi-use pad, roughly 200 feet by 85 feet, surrounded by protective boards. Similar facilities exist in Concord Park, Kingsport, and Chattanooga, where they are used every week by families, kids, and organized programs. This one space could serve many purposes: public skating, scooters and rollerblading, family skate nights, teen nights with music and lights, birthday parties, after-school programs, fitness classes, youth and adult leagues, community events, one surface, many uses, all ages. Now let's talk practical reality, cost and impact. A pad like this typically costs between $35,000 and $50,000 depending on materials. Maintenance is extremely minimal. No irrigation, no mowing, no turf replacement, no constant upkeep like traditional fields. It is one of the most cost-effective recreational structures you can add to a complex. But the impact goes beyond recreation. When people say in LaFollette, instead of driving to Knoxville or Kingsport, money stays here. On weekends and special events, these facilities commonly generate $10,000 to $15,000 in local spending through food, gas, stores, and lodging. I mean, small business growth and more local job opportunities. I've also heard from families and players in the Knoxville hockey community who express genuine interest in supporting this, donating equipment, volunteering, and helping make this accessible to anyone who wants to participate, child, teen, or adult. This proposal is not about replacing what's already planned. It's about straightening the future phases of this complex with something inclusive, affordable, and sustainable. As Wayne Gretzky said, skate to where the puck is going, not where it's been. This is LaFollette looking forward and not backwards. I respectfully ask that this multi-use pad be considered for the next phase of development. Thank you for your time, your service, and your willingness to listen.
I have a couple questions for you.
Absolutely.
My name's Stephanie. So are most pads concrete that you've encountered?
They are, yes. Some are a material, I can't remember the name, it's listed on there, but it's easier for someone wanting to play ball hockey or
Is that what's called a sport tile?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
While she's getting her next question,
Absolutely.
to what kind of finish does that concrete get down to? I mean, is it just down to like a broom finish? Is it a?
That'd be slick.
It's pretty finished, yes, sir.
I just ran the numbers and current rates for a concrete pad, 6 inches thick, form four and finish, not including dirt work, about $167,000.
Yes, sir. And what is the price of a soccer field, if you don't mind me asking?
I don't have a cost on a soccer field, I've never built one, but
Yeah.
I build concrete.
I believe it's a quarter of the price of a soccer field, including with the migration and all the maintenance that would be needed.
What did they pay for the soccer field at the high school? Anybody know? Claire did it for them.
It was pretty good.
We did have estimates for the soccer field that we had planned up there on the hill. I don't have those estimates, with me, I do have the engineering estimates on that.
Yes, sir.
I mean, is there an opportunity with this, something like this, to add basketball goals? Could the
Yes, sir.
surface be used kind of as a,
Yeah, you got a little,
Here's a-
long
Can you
list of.
explain to me, you got more opportunities for this?
Yes, sir. Yeah, absolutely. You have kids skating, you have maybe a movie night for children, if they want to, I don't know, grab blankets and come out, put a white projector up, and then kids can watch movies from sitting down, or teen nights, like I said, maybe after prom, kids go ahead and skate on the, or hang out.
Where did you go to school?
Where did I
They
go
go
to
to
school?
Knoxville after prom.
What else? Maybe police training. Police could use it for emergency practices. There could be events such as the flea market. I have pictures in your packets of Concord Park. At the Concord Park, I believe there was some kind of flea market going on.
Looks like that. Same asphalt that-
You mean, you talking about functions and stuff like that?
Yes, sir. Having functions, donations. If people want to have a donation rally, that would be great. People from Knoxville would be looking at coming up here. I know junior ice bears is becoming a huge thing right now. And I believe that maybe if we, create this, we'd have our own type of rec league to build.
It looks like painted concrete, doesn't it?
If there's a coating that you put on it, so you play tennis on it, but most tennis courts are made off of asphalt material.
Yeah.
And if you guys decide to put hockey goals on it, it would be removable. So if you got, it's not just one,
It's a multi-sport pad.
yes, ma'am.
I've got one.
We could pass this on to the engineers that are doing the design or facility down there, see if there's room for it and the actual cost, and we can discuss it.
I was
Because
looking,
your scope is done set for this
Yeah,
grant.
but we'd have to pass it by the state of Tennessee if we could get them to accept it.
That's exactly right. I mean, that's the reason why we had all these meetings and workshops, that we had a handful of people, and these 742 signatures should have been there.
We got a long way to go with this
We do.
project.
We do.
A long way. And it wouldn't cost the engineer, wouldn't cost as much to have them do a cost estimate, and where can we put it? You know, we've already got everything.
I mean,
built in.
even if it's somewhere else, I mean, I think it's a great thing. I think it is a great
I
thing.
think it's a great idea too.
Mr. Hoskins, if you look inside the papers I gave you out of the envelope, sir,
I did look through every one of them.
it shows a map of the complex. I put multiple selections, I'm not pointing multiple, but I put multiple selections I think that it could fit.
There's not an inch left in that piece of property.
He's asking for this in the next phase.
Yes.
Yes,
So, I mean, you know, we've already got this phase
I understand that this.
set.
So that second phase is what
Yes,
he was
yes, sir.
referring to.
Yes, sir.
So we're looking at, we may be looking at 5 years, or maybe even more before we ever get all
We've
of
got a
that
nice, we've
developed.
got a nice new paved parking lot out here.
Would you guys be offended if I don't know, had some friends come up and show you guys that's a sport that would be interested here? If I brought some goals in the back of the police department, if it was open enough one night or a day?
We had a skate park there at one time. Did we not?
Yeah,
Why did we close that skate park?
wasn't used.
Not only that, ask your chief of police.
Yeah, I have quotes from people that are saying that, you know, they would be interested, but the only issue is, right now, the only place to skate or do anything like this is in Knoxville, and a lot of people can't afford to travel to Knoxville, and so I think this becoming a thing, a lot of people would enjoy the advantage to take and go ahead and learn how.
I think it's definitely something that we can, you know,
Yeah.
keep on the back burner and look at it for a future phase,
Yes, sir.
or phases. Well, I mean, we know there's gonna be multiple phases on that property, so.
Ryan, you wanna come up? You got a few words? I
Yeah.
talked to the administrator about it.
How you guys doing? My name's Ryan. I've lived here for 19 years. I'm 19 years old. Through my life, I've not really been so behind something like this. I work, and as a daily activity, I go and play sports. I go to the rec center, I play basketball. After a while, though, you start running out of options, going to the football field at the high school after school hours and playing football, and going to the baseball field beside East LaFollette and playing that. And, it kind of, you want something new, right? And I also wanted to comment on what he said, the whole kids go to Knoxville after prom. I think the whole idea of it is you want to keep your kids, you want to keep your community in your community. Because all that money and all that revenue and all that attraction is going to Knoxville and not here, So
I think a
also,
solid event is $10,000 to $15,000 a weekend.
Yeah.
Could be made.
and also too, I myself, like I said, I play basketball, football, all that good stuff. I've never ever touched a hockey puck, not a hockey stick, nothing. Well, he took me to Concord Park in Knoxville, and you don't even have to pay for rollerblades, or you don't have to put money into any of that. You could just run around. You could run around in tennis shoes and play, roller hockey. And that's what we did, and it was a blast. It was something new, it was something different, it was enjoyable, And if, a lot of families like myself was raised in a low-income home, you don't really have all that money to put into equipment or into all that stuff, fees, all that, And with there being a concrete slab for multi-sports, it creates opportunity. And also with the whole complex and there being multiple baseball fields and, multiple fields for tournaments and stuff, those might be too occupied for, people to just go and play for fun. So then therefore you have that option to go to the concrete slab and play roller hockey. I know you mentioned, one of you guys mentioned like basketball goals. Yeah, that's an awesome idea. I think that's an amazing idea. And like he said, if someone was willing to contribute, bring down like a big screen, a projector, have a movie night, have like a throwback night, like a lot of people I know would stand behind that. We've gotten over 700 signatures, and that just goes to show that there is people out there who stand behind it. And that's just people who've seen it. There's a lot of people out there that don't have Facebook or don't see that stuff, and I'm sure they would be behind it 100%.
When you went to Concord, did the park provide all the equipment? Like-
No, not at all, but,
But, Miss, the Knoxville hockey community, as I read, they're willing to donate gear to LaFollette. Everyone I've spoken to has said this is a fantastic idea. Let's go ahead and get our gear that we don't use anymore. Let's buy gear and just give it to the kids so they can get into it.
now, of course, the Concord Park, they did have their own goals. And like he said, they are removable, so that way whenever it comes to, if you guys did host any other events there, you can remove the goals and then have that area for anything else. So,
That's similar to our soccer field
right, which soccer field?
behind the elementary school.
A bit behind the ball.
Oh, okay, yeah.
They can
remove those goals.
Yeah, they're sitting there.
I think it's something we probably all need to take a look at it and think about. I think it's a fantastic idea. What I really appreciate is you're the new generation of the children out there, and you guys are young, and to come up with this kind of idea, and the way your hearts are thinking, I really respect that. I commend you guys for that.
Thank you, sir.
I hope this council will listen, and maybe sometime, that we keep aboard with this and maybe do something in the future.
I will say we are able to take the steps to go forward with this as well. I mean, I have dozens of friends that, we all call each other up, let's go play basketball, but after a while it does get boring, like I said. But I've talked to them, and I've, got their opinion on it, and a lot of them stand behind me on, building this hockey rink or the roller rink and have it available for hockey or whatever else, So it definitely would be a good idea, and a good idea to consider it, and, yeah.
Well, thank you all for all the research
Absolutely.
and,
Good presentation.
and caring enough about your community to be active.
Is it fair to say, one more question to you, and I'll leave you guys alone?
No,
Is
basketball.
it really fair to say that these people that you got to petition to sign was a much younger generation that wants to see?
Actually, it was majority of everyone. It was grandmothers saying that, our grandchildren would have fun with this. It was mothers in their 40s saying this would be a great idea. Teachers from Campbell County High School said this would be a fantastic idea. And then after everyone else, it was younger. But majority of it was actually people in their mid-30s. That's actually when people actually probably start playing hockey, to be honest with you. But, 30s and parents were more interested in it. And
But the whole idea around it is for the kids,
Yeah.
but these are parents out here that, like I said, these parents don't want to go all the way to Knoxville and go to the movies or go to a hockey rink or go to this or that or this. Like I said, we want to keep our community here, I think that would be awesome to be a part of a community that wants to stay here, instead of, well, we got to go to Knoxville or we got to go here. Let's go right down out in town and let's go play basketball, let's go play football, let's go play hockey, something, just something to
It
bring
brings
our
diversity.
community. Yeah, exactly.
Thank you all.
Yeah, of course, thank you guys.
Lot, we appreciate it.
no, thank you guys.
Okay. Moving on under ordinances and resolutions, resolution 2025-2023 authorizing the city of LaFollette to participate in the PEP risk management pool cybersecurity loss control matching grant. This is one of those grants that we apply for through our carrier every year for PEP. That will be on the agenda for you all to act on. Also, I passed out before the meeting started an additional ordinance that Terry had brought me back some time ago when the council agreed and voted on providing police police academy tuition for the police officers. This is a amendment to balance his training, well, to actually pay the bill for it, because it wiped out his training. It's resolution 2025-24, amending the original 25-26 budget. That's all I have. Mr. Kitts, do you have, Mayor Kitts, do you have anything?
I just got my heart into it for 3,000. I think we need to move forward, and I'd like to see that happen because it's a win-win for everybody, especially the citizens of LaFollette. Especially when it comes to our food banks and our Meals on Wheels. And I'll have that information, you and I will.
Thank you. Ms. Hall,
Yes, sir, I'm good.
Mr. Kidd,
Motion.
Mr. Queen.
We got the red, oh, wait a minute, no, we've already covered the red light.
It'll be on the agenda.
Beach Street, yeah.
I've told you this before, and I'll tell you again, thank you so much for bringing that up. It was way overdue for the citizens, and I think it was great that you did that.
Mr. Hoskins? Ms. Crutchfield? Does any of the department heads have anything they want to add? Is there anyone in the audience that would like to address the council? Meeting adjourned.